Hello, Aaron.
Hello, Rick. You right?
I'm all right. As you always say, here we are again.
Here we are again. I'm on 1091. I'm 9 points away from 1100. Should I be successful? Back at the drawing board, been away, but back with a vengeance.
Yeah, it's the 7th of March 2024 when we're recording this video, and you set yourself a target of 1100 rating, 1100 by Easter 2024, which I think you have another 3 or 4 weeks left to gain 9 rating points.
Yes, hopefully. It's a
Um,
dream
in,
come true.
yeah, in this, oh yeah, we said we would do a little warm up, which we're gonna do. And then we look at one of your games, and then we do some tactics. So we'll again put that in 3 different videos. This is probably the shortest video. This is the warm-up. In this position, Aaron, it's white to play. And what is the best
Right,
continuation here? Make sure you scan the position and look what's going on here.
right. So, any checks? Well, bishop can take e6, but then he gets taken by c8, so that doesn't favor me. Any other checks? No. No, okay. Any captures? No. Right. An attack. Okay. So I'm looking at f4, bishop take c7, but then the queen takes. So, okay. And then check e6 with the bishop. A discovered attack. Bishop gets taken, and then I take the queen with the rook.
And who's better here? What's the body count here?
One, two, three, four. One, two, three. So, uh, white's better because he has a queen.
Yeah,
Um, one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five, six, and 6 pawns. I'm a pawn up as well.
yeah. So you're a queen up for bishop, for rook and bishop, right? And a pawn, you're right. Queen and pawn for rook and bishop. That's a very good deal for white. Um, exactly. There's really nothing more to it. You found it, and the way I like the way you went about it. So the bishop takes e6. That's the only check in the position, and you saw that was well, at least that was on your radar, and that helped them find a solution. And then you saw the motif of the discovered attack, this type of stuff, and you found that quite quickly. This is not an easy tactic, but you found it quite quickly. So
Yeah, because
another,
I saw the bishop take c7 with a double attack,
yeah,
and then I thought, oh, okay, the queen takes,
yeah,
and then I thought, well, hold on, discovered check, and then c rook takes c7.
yeah. You really have to take the bishop. You cannot save your queen because you're in check. And
Yeah.
any alternative for black on the first move, if black does not want to go into this position material down after bishop takes c7, is there any other move, any other try for black?
Um. Well, if if the queen doesn't take c7 and something else happens, then I take the rook either way, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah,
Um,
and that rook is unprotected, isn't it?
yeah, I'm just trying to see if the a5 queen can give a check to get a move back.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't believe there is really not even double attack, nothing.
No, there's no good checks. The white king is a little bit exposed, but there's so many defenders around that, yeah, the white, of course, black would love to give a check and then save his rook, but there's just no good check. Queen a2 or queen d2 or queen e1, that they're not safe squares. So Yeah, you're right. And also, if black could play a queen move to protect the rook on d8, for example, if he could play queen g5, I know it's a ridiculous move because it hangs the queen, and also it is not protecting the rook. But let's say that was possible, then you get away with losing an exchange, and that's also a way to defend. But also that is not available. The queen cannot go to a square where it protects the rook in a safe way.
Yeah. I did look at queen to d5 to protect the rook, but then the bishop on c4 takes.
Yeah,
Um, it's just crazy how, like I says, in the Matrix, when Keanu Reeves says I need lots of guns and all those shells of guns come, I used to be really sort of anxiety because of all these solutions, like a corridor of doors. But now I quickly scan, I see, listen, I'm no Bobby Fischer by any means, but I'm better than what I was. So I'm really happy with that. And
yeah.
this discovered check is one of my favorite tactics because that's why when the king is in the middle and there's forcing moves and there's checks, I love to play that attacking play. So this was right up my alley. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. And I guess black, when you don't develop your pieces, bad things will happen to you. We talked
Yes.
about that as well. And look at black's queen side. Those pieces are at home, while
Yeah,
white
so
is fully developed.
I was going to say, so what's the knight still doing on b8?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, he's just not developed. And of course, an important part as well, if that pawn was still on f7, then you see
No,
the
yeah.
black king looks perfectly safe, but one little pawn move, f7, f6, makes the king more vulnerable straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the king was on h8, it would be better, of course, but it's not. So yeah, the tactic was there, and you found it really quickly. So
I
well
think
done.
I think the advanced part to this is so if I was to so I say c4 check to e6, okay, but the bishop takes, so I win a pawn, but I lose a bishop, and the rook has nothing to attack. I lose a bishop. But what this did is it positioned the queen there. Do you would we say you've sacrificed the bishop? I don't know, but you've done something to bait the queen there, and I think that's my next development of that if only the queen was there, I could have done this. How do I make sure the queen gets there? That's my next step now.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. That's a good thing about chess. You'll never master it completely. Nobody does. There's always more to learn and more to develop.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, there's nothing more about this position. The bishop takes e7 is clearly the strongest move. It's all forced because if you don't take the bishop, you lose a rook, the full rook. And if you take the bishop, you lose the queen for rook and bishop. Well
yeah,
done.
really. Thank you, Rick.